Welcome to R&R, Relationships in Real Estate. I'm your host, Chris Silva, and this is my beautiful wife, Corey Silva.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're super excited to be here. Chris and I are the owners of Silva Realty and Silva Lending, and we have both been in the real estate industry since about 2004. Chris came from the retail side, where he worked with Countrywide in the lending division, and I used to work at WAMU and then went over to the broker side for real estate and loans, and we've been in this business for, about 17 years now.
Almost adults, almost 18 years.
Oh my goodness, it's crazy.
It's a long time to be in this business.
And it's a lot of fun. Every day is different.
It's like a roller coaster ride, right? So we're like, yeah, right? That's the business.
Pretty much. So much fun.
So another week has passed. What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Miss Nola turned 5 on Friday. Yay. So it was a lot of fun. We had a birthday party for her, which was just going to be cake and ice cream, some dinner with family. And I don't know why, but every single time I say we're just going to have a little something, somehow it goes from little to extreme. And I always underestimate how much work goes into having a little party with just family.
It was definitely a lot of work, but what was extreme about it?
No, I mean just work-wise, because I don't think that I'm going to have to put as much time and effort into preparing everything, setting things up, and then at the actual party, just executing and making sure that everything gets done properly. For instance, okay, so it's time for the piñata. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get the bags for the kids. But the only bags that I have for the kids to put their candy in are the little giveaway bags. And I never do giveaways. So this time I was like, oh, I'm going to be fun and give these little treats for the kids. And so I go to give it to them, and then it's complete meltdown city. The kids are like,
they're swiping it from each other.
You took my balloon. No, you took this. And where's my poppet? And I'm just like, oh, Lord. Then Nola falls down the stairs, poor thing, and hit her head. And then Santino starts crying because he's tired. And it was just complete chaos.
I was outside for all that.
Chris was outside holding the piñata string. Just holding it for an hour. Making sure that everything went well with the piñata. It went well. Nothing happened to the piñata for an hour. Well, all that happened. And then we come outside and he's like, when are we going to do this piñata? I'm like, dude, do you know what I just had
no idea
gone
what was
through?
Going on the inside.
Kids were losing their balloons over the fence. It was just complete and utter chaos.
Oh, so she had these huge balloons, the ones that you bounce and you punch. And one by one, they're just going over the fence to the neighbor's yard. And the kids are just bawling, crying.
I want my balloon. I'm like, dude, chill. We're going to do the piñata. Can we just shift to the piñata? So then anyways, I finally get everyone in line for the piñata. There's still kids crying over the balloons missing.
In the pictures.
You'll see in the pictures. Complete meltdown city. And then so they do the piñata. Everything's good. And oh, mind you, before that, they had decorated pumpkins and they had decorated cupcakes. So there was a lot going on.
You were very busy.
I was very busy. So busy to the point that at the end of the night, I realized we never even sang happy birthday to Nola.
It was an extreme parent fail. I don't think it gets any worse than not singing happy birthday to your kid.
I know, on their birthday.
On their birthday. So she realized it. Nola realized it the next day because she fell asleep in your arms outside playing.
Yeah, she had so much fun.
She had so much fun. But the next day we're talking about it and she brings it up and she's like, we never sang happy birthday to me.
I know, and I felt so bad. My heart was broken. I was like, all that time and effort, and all I had to do was sing happy birthday, and she would have been happy about it.
Yeah, and then I tell her, well, baby, we could just sing happy birthday to you today. And she goes, yeah, but everybody's not going to be here.
Oh, it was so sad.
Right in the heart.
I know. I felt horrible.
I felt terrible, too. There's two of us. I could have said it, too. We were so busy. And then I think with the piñata, after that, it just went nuts.
Yeah, right? It was just, everyone was done. It was like all the sugar had ran out from the cupcakes, the candy. It was just, everyone was ready to go home by that point. The kids had it. So poor thing. We weren't able to sing her happy birthday, but we did tell her that, coming up soon, we have some other birthdays, and it's going to be her cousin James' birthday coming up. It's going to be her Tio Christian's 30th birthday coming up. Huge. And then we have Grandpa's 71st birthday. Oh my gosh, my dad's turning 71. And great grandma Julie's birthday. She's going to be 92. So there's going to be plenty of opportunities for us to re-sing happy birthday to her.
And her birthday, Grandma Julie's birthday, is going to be on Halloween, which is pretty cool.
Oh, it's so awesome. I love grandma. So it looks like we have some guests who have joined us. Hi, Tanya. Thank you so much for joining us today. And yeah, sweet girl. Poor Nola. I felt so bad. But I do have to say that I've told the story to a few of our family members and friends, and Nola has gotten the royal treatment since then because her cousins and her aunt called her on FaceTime and they sang happy birthday to her. And she loved that. And then they made a surprise visit that day on Sunday, and they came over and played. So there was some redemption there.
And her friends at Jiu-Jitsu sang happy birthday to her again, right?
Yeah.
Chloe and Zoe and Val.
Zoe and Val and Monica sang happy birthday to her too, and they brought her a coffee cake. So there was some redemption. And I'm sorry, I said they came over on Sunday. They came over Saturday. All these past days have been a blur for me.
She had a whole weekend of celebration.
Yeah, she did.
So, I mean, we forgot the happy birthday song, but we did a lot. And went to Disneyland, and I'm still hungover from Disneyland.
It's true. The Disneyland hangover is a real thing. So anyways, so we thought we were going to lose Chris on Saturday because he was going to be having an open house. But what happened?
So I was planning on having an open house. We had this property. It's a condo with the very high HOA, and we've had it on the market on and off for about 30 days because we had a tenant in there. So I was planning, hey, I got to do this open house. We got a full price offer the day before the open house. And that full price offer is about $25,000 more than the last sold sale in there. And they removed the appraisal contingency, meaning if the appraisal comes in lower than the price, buyer has to come in with the difference.
That's amazing. I'm so excited for the sellers.
Great. So that's what we're talking about, this business, right? So it's been on for like 30 days. You're like, yeah, right? Yeah. So excited. I love making that phone call to our clients.
It's amazing. So what were some of the changes that those people did when they went off market? Did they do any alterations to the house before they put it back on?
Yes. So big thing is we got the tenant out. Mm-hmm. That helps because, it's tough when it shows dirty and, So we got the tenant out. They changed the appliances per our advice. And I love when our clients take our advice, right? So they changed the appliances. They went stainless steel. They only spent about $4,000 doing that work. Mm-hmm. And prior to that, we didn't have an offer at that price, right? So it was totally worth the $4,000 investment. And then we put our cleaning crew in there and then cleaned it all up, and it showed beautifully. Vacant is a great way to sell your house.
Absolutely. Well, I'm super excited for them. Yay. So now they just have to wait a little bit of time before escrow closes, and then we could get the celebrations in order.
Yes. And we're going to end up celebrating one of those clients this week because it's his birthday this week too.
Awesome. Birthdays all around.
All around.
So last week we talked a little bit about people moving out of state because of the COVID mandates. What is going on with that particular seller or potential seller? What happened with that?
So first things first is there was another agent that had went ahead and interviewed with this seller. Mm-hmm. Okay. And that agent was what we call a discount broker. They charge a lot less than everybody else to sell the house. But the big but is, if you could imagine a broker only making 1% commission on selling a property, mm-hmm. okay, are they truly going to spend the marketing dollars to market the house properly, right? So long story short, we ended up getting the listing over the other agent, the discount broker. And right now what we're doing, we have a very touchy situation for our sellers. They're looking to make that move out of state. And we're trying to navigate it because they got a lot going on right now. And I don't want to talk about their personal business, but mm-hmm. they got a lot going on. So right now we're trying to negotiate the sale of their property off market.
Oh, great.
Okay, so potentially we can get them what we were planning on getting them without having to put them, get their house completely ready and do any renovations. So hopefully we know by the next show we'll know for sure, but hopefully by the end of today, we'll have that negotiated and we'll open contract on that.
Oh, that's awesome. So good. Then you can relieve a little bit of stress for those sellers because I know they've got a lot going on. And that is always an option. If you choose, you can exclude the listing from the MLS. And if you
Sure.
want, then we can make it a little bit more convenient for you in that aspect. It doesn't always work that easy, but we happen to have another buyer in mind. So I hope it all works out for them.
I feel like it is going to work out. I always say great things happen to great people, right? And for their particular situation, it's 100% trying to check off every single box of what they need done, right?
Right.
Not only the convenience, but also closing at a certain price and then allowing them to have that cash and go buy their next house.
Awesome.
All while they get to stay in their own home until they find the next house. So
Oh,
they get to
that's
rent
great.
back.
Great.
So I love doing stuff like that. So that's where I still get to do sales, right? When I'm negotiating with these other agents. So that part's really fun for me too. A lot of people don't know that I enjoy that.
Yeah, well, and just thinking about it in comparison to that discount broker that they interviewed, I don't think a discount broker would go outside of the box and try to make stuff like that happen when you're just kind of like another number that they're just trying to push through.
Sure. I 100% agree. So the discount brokerage, when all they're doing is taking maybe professional photos, I doubt it, and they're just putting it on the MLS hoping that it sells. So, I mean, obviously we provide a lot more value than that.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for joining us today. Just as a reintroduction, my name is Corey and this is Chris, and we are the owners of Silva Realty and Silva Lending, and you're joining us on R&R Relationships and Real Estate.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We always appreciate seeing you guys and communicating with you every single week. And we love the comments that we get in the middle of the week. We've gotten some feedback
Yes.
from one of the comments that we got that I was pretty flattered by is somebody said, I love the way that you guys talk about some of these big issues, right? Like the mandates, but you do it without offending anybody. So we don't want to offend anybody, but we have to talk about these things because they're relevant to real estate.
Absolutely. Yeah. So thank you so much for leaving comments, watching after. It really means the world to us, and we love engaging with all of you.
Absolutely.
So, speaking of engagements, what do you guys think about our set? Is it spooky enough? Added a few little spiders here.
I think you did a great job.
I didn't do it. They just showed up.
Yeah, you know what? I think we need somebody to clean up this set a little bit better because we got webs everywhere. What do you think?
Oh, I think our kids would love it if they saw this.
Well, we'll take a picture. We'll show it to them. I bet you they will love it.
So speaking of our kids, so this week on Monday, I got to go volunteer at Santino School, which I'm super excited about because with COVID and everything, parents haven't been allowed to go on campus. They're making things a little bit not lenient, but you still have to jump through hoops in order to go on campus and either provide a vaccine card or a negative COVID test within 72 hours of volunteering. But I was able to actually go and volunteer and go to his first trip to the science lab, which was so cool because they got to dissect lima beans and plant their own lima beans. And so they're going to watch everything grow. And it's fun for me to be a room parent and to volunteer in the classroom because I know some of the room parents are a little extreme with like the parties and stuff, but that's not why I joined. I like to see my kid in his element or my daughter in her element and also be able to just kind of eyeball all these other little kids that are in the class. Like, are you being nice? Are you paying attention in class? So because when they come home, they tell us the stories about the kids who might be a little bit more disruptive.
Corey's sizing up these kids.
I'm sizing them up. At pickup too. I do it at pickup. All you parents that are there that go to pickup, I'm sure you watch too. You're sizing them. And not even just the kids, it's the parents. You're like, who's your mommy? Where's your daddy? Okay. That's how I am at pickup.
So I got to say, hello, Jeanette. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Azalea. Thank you for joining us. So Corey gets all the credit for this set. Or I get some credit for these cobwebs because I never clean. But she gets all the credit so that they're giving you props. They said it's really spooky.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for leaving the comments.
So going back to you volunteering at Tino School for the science lab, we also had a special treat for Santino. What happened to Santino at school?
So, on that same day, he got an award. He got a Husky Pride Award, and he got it for respect, for his character and for having respect. So it was really cool. They did a whole ceremony, and I think 2 kids from each class, maybe 1 per class, got it. So it was a big deal for him. And Harry the Husky came out. They've got a huge school mascot. And so they sent us a picture. Although we weren't able to go and celebrate with him, they sent the pictures home, and we're so proud of him.
The funny thing is he doesn't come home and goes, "Oh, I got this award." We knew he got the award. 1, we got notification that he was going to get it. But then 2, his kindergarten teacher from the year before sent us pictures of it, which is really
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Johnson.
Thank you, Mrs. Johnson. Appreciate it. So yeah, we're super proud of him, and he got his award that day, and he got to go to the science lab. It was a great Monday for him.
Good for us too.
Oh, of course. Proud of our son.
We have Monica.
Monica, you joined us. Hi. Thank you so much for joining us today.
So Monica does these lovely cups for us. She did a spooky cup last week, and I dropped it at Disneyland and broke it. I'm sorry. It happened.
I already told her yesterday. She knows.
Okay. Corey's got a dartboard with my picture on it at home because of that cup.
I was so sad about the cup getting broken, but she's going to make me a new one. So.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Monica.
Now I get to sleep in my bed.
Oh, she did 3 thumbs down. Laugh out loud. Oh, Sheena, me too, Corey. I pay attention to all the parents and who the kids belong to. Yes. I was talking to this about talking about the same topic with my sister-in-law the other day. And she's like, gosh, I wish I could still go to the pickups so I could see who the kids are, who the parents are. You get a lot of information at pickup. Let me tell you, a lot of the moms just love to tell you everything. And I just take it in like a sponge. I'm like, okay, so I know about this kid. I know about that kid. Oh, I know about that mom. Oh, the other thing is the kooky ones who don't know how to drive. How about that?
Oh,
go ahead.
You go ahead first.
No, go.
So what I was going to say is, when your kid, because everybody experiences this, when your kid has a problem with somebody at school, right? So we had an incident a couple weeks back where this kid, unprovoked, walked up to Santino and punched him from behind in lunch line. So then Corey got to see what the kid looks like at school and whatnot. And the first thing, I don't know why, it's just this human instinct. You want to see what the parents look like.
Yeah.
Right. And it's kind of like when somebody's driving like shit on the road, and you're like, you want to pull up just so you can see if their face is as stupid as the way they drive.
Dang. Savage. I wouldn't take it that far, but okay.
I do. Like, don't you want to see what somebody's driving on? That's like, I want to see what they look like. Do they look as bad as they drive?
How stupid they are.
Oh,
Dang.
I'm sorry. Well, our kids aren't watching this, so it's okay.
So anyways, there's this. Okay, so we have a lot of comments after that. Monica said, haha, no, I don't. Ha, 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 Monica. And the cup is done. Yay. Okay. El Chisme. Oh, yeah. Look at this guy over here. He is. Look at him. Get your coffee. Get ready. He's spilling all the tea. So, yes, I got sideswipe and pickup from a kooky parent driver last week. Oh, no, Jeanette.
Not in the Tesla. Was it in the Tesla?
Oh,
please tell me it wasn't the Tesla that got sideswiped.
And if it was a Tesla, did you have your cameras on? Because then, I wonder what happened. Hopefully everyone's okay. And the person stopped. So let me tell you guys a story about this crazy lady. Can I tell it?
Yeah, yes, tell it.
We got time?
Sure, we got time.
Okay, so at NOLA school, there's this lady who comes in there. If you can imagine, there's a little drop-off section that's a parking lot that's one way.
It's like a U.
Yeah, it's like you could park in there and then you can line up on the side. Well, this lady, it's a one-way entry. She always comes in the wrong way, driving in, goes the wrong way, does a 3-point turn when there could be kids walking, doesn't pay attention, does a 3-point turn, almost hits cars, comes back around, and then she backs up to park parallel with the little sidewalk, and she always parks on the sidewalk.
She always puts
How
one
do you
tire on the
not
sidewalk.
fill your tire up on the sidewalk?
And then she opens the door. They're always littering.
Oh, the other day she opened her door and like trash fell out. And I'm like, oh, great. Now what's she going to do? She just kicked the trash along the way.
And her kid's right behind her.
So
a kid from
she's teaching her kid great things.
to be a slob.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would love to hear your guys' pickup stories because I'm sure we all have plenty to share. So, oh, no, the Tesla got hit.
Oh, it's terrible.
I'm sorry. Well, hopefully the person stopped and you got their information.
I'm interested. I'm going to call you after the show because I want to hear the story about what happened.
Yes. And then Sheena, I'm glad my kid's school isn't the only one with the crazy drivers. It's ridiculous.
So I got to share a story. So I think most people that know me, they see the calm, cool side usually.
Yes.
Right. So I think it was last year, we're walking to school.
No, it wasn't last year. COVID. 2 years ago.
2 years ago, we're walking to school. And did I have Nola on my shoulders or Tino?
You had Nola on your shoulders.
I had Nola on my shoulders and walking Tino to school. And we're crossing the driveway where there's always a million cars. And, you always make eye contact with the driver. So you make sure they see you and you could safely cross the driveway, right? So Corey passes. As she's passing, this guy who I thought we made eye contact
we
with.
We all looked at him. I waved at him. He looked at me. I don't know what happened.
He accelerates, almost hits Corey and Santino, and almost hits me and Nola.
I screamed so loud. I've never screamed like that before.
You screamed bloody
Everybody turned
murder.
around. Yeah, I thought he was going to get hit.
Yeah, so
It was scary. I was Mama Bear.
and Papa Bear came out
And
too.
Papa Bear came out too with
So-
his big paws.
Yeah, with big paws. So with Nola on my shoulders, it was just an instinct. I was so angry, and I turned red so fast that if you could just imagine a forward kick, if you guys watch UFC, forward kick right into the guy's passenger side door.
Yeah, he stopped.
He stopped,
And he was like,
and then he apologized.
but I don't understand what he was looking at. You
I
are
was so
coming out
mad.
of a school and kids
I
are
was so
walking
mad.
to school.
He almost killed our whole family.
I know. It would have been so terrible. Maybe it wouldn't have died, but we would have some really bad injuries. And does living across from a school drop the value of a home?
Sometimes.
I guess it depends on the school, right?
Not just the school. It depends on the market. So that's a great question, actually. But thank you for that question, Azalea. So sometimes it does because, for example, there's a bunch of homes right across the street from Saugus High School.
Mm-hmm.
And they have model matches 2 blocks down. The homes right in front of Saugus High School typically sell about 50 grand less than the homes that are the same exact home, same model match cookie cutter home, more farther in the neighborhood without all the noise and all the traffic, right? So this is a great time when the market's really hot and it's a seller's market. If you're not planning on living in that home forever, it's a good time to sell that home when the market's crazy.
Right.
Because people won't pay attention. So what we usually tell our buyers is if the home's across the street from a school or it's on a major street, we always tell them, if you're going to buy this home and you're not planning on living it forever, you got to buy it at a discount because you're going to sell it at a discount.
Yes, for sure.
So that's a great question.
Yeah, thank you for asking that. I wouldn't even thought to bring that up. That's a good question. So school drop-offs, laughing. So does Azalea have children?
I'm not sure.
Do you have? I'm sure she has some fun experiences too.
Well,
She
yeah,
has
she knows
children.
about those drop-offs.
I know they are no joke for sure.
It's a war zone in there.
It is. Oh my goodness! Every day it's something new. Doesn't surprise me.
So now that we passed Nola's birthday's behind us now.
Yes.
Great time. But now what are we looking forward to and what are you busy with now?
Oh, well, I've been busy, so it just doesn't stop. So we have the Fall Festival coming up this weekend on Sunday, and we are over the moon excited. I don't think we've ever had so many RSVPs for our event. And
No.
the amount of people who are coming, just overwhelming. Super excited. I had to call and increase the order of the food twice. And I got a little stressed out because I'm like, wow, this is a lot of people. It's a great thing to be stressed about. But you know me, I'm always worried about the details and making sure everyone has a great time.
I think the most RSVPs we've ever had for one of our events has probably been 180,
Yes.
175. And then typically I'd say about 25 people don't show up that RSVP.
Right.
So the last I checked, and I haven't checked in 2 days, the last I checked, we were at 280 confirmed guests.
Well, I had to set a deadline on Sunday so I knew how much food we would have because I don't want people to RSVP last minute and then the people who did take the time to RSVP end up with no food because that would be horrible. So yeah, I have confirmed guests 280 and I think a few stragglers came in. So I think a few people will drop off so it'll make up for the difference, but we're super excited.
Also, because I'm really excited because you put so much. I mean, you do it every single year, every single event, but this one, it's like it's bigger and better. You've put so much effort into this. Now we have help from our party planner friend,
Yes.
Alicia Creative, right?
Alicia C. Creative. Her name is Madi, and Claudia is her assistant. And they're amazing. So you guys will have to stop by and say hello to her. She normally does wedding planning, but she just launched her children's division. So
Kids Creative.
Yeah, Kids Creative. So she'll be doing kids parties too. So you'll have to stop by and say hello to her at the event. And we're going to have so much fun things to do for the whole family. So we can't wait.
Yeah, Corey doesn't want to give away too much, but what I will say is it's going to be a Hocus Pocus theme.
Yes.
So anybody watching, if you haven't seen the movie Hocus Pocus recently, watch it with your kids, please, before Sunday, because they will appreciate some of the decorations and some of the surprises more if they watch the movie Hocus Pocus, which is on Disney Plus.
Yes, please watch it. And I'm sure they show it on all the other platforms too. I haven't checked, but usually they have those whatever days of Halloween, like 31 days of Halloween. They do a Halloween show each night. So check it out because you will not be disappointed. We're super excited about it. Oh, Professor Lecca's joined us. Hello. Can't wait. Thank you for doing this. We are so excited you guys are coming. I think everyone's going to have a great time.
So Professor Lecca says, thank you for doing this at the event. So I want to thank Professor Lecca and Professor Art and the whole Checkmat family, because at the event, we're going to be collecting donations. If you bring donations, which we have on the flyer of what we're looking for, it's for our Give a Turkey event with Golden Valley High School. Our goal is to feed any family that needs a meal during Thanksgiving. Last year, we fed about 685 families.
Right.
But it was across the district. This year, we're just focusing on Golden Valley High School. So if we could feed about 300 families, I think we could have it covered.
Right.
So we partnered up with Checkmat in Valencia, and I want to thank them. We're going to be collecting donations. They're collecting donations every day that they have class, but we're going to be collecting donations at the event.
Yes.
And everybody that brings a donation for Give a Turkey is going to get a raffle ticket.
Yes.
For the prizes we're going to be giving away.
Yeah, and we have a lot of good prizes. We have 12 prizes, so you have a lot of chances to win. And in addition to getting raffle tickets for bringing a donation, we'll have a testimonial section set up where you could share your experience with Silva Realty and Silva Lending, and you'll get a raffle ticket by doing that as well, so you can increase your chances of winning. So if you need to have a reference for what to donate, I've uploaded it on the Punchbowl site, so whoever's RSVP'd, you could go on there, check the announcements, and any little bit helps. You don't have to bring the whole bag of items that are on that list, but any little bit helps, and we really appreciate your generosity, and we're definitely sure a lot of the kids and their families will too.
Sure. And one last thing to add to that is if you don't have the time to go do the shopping, if you want to pick up a gift card specifically for Walmart, that would be great. Even if it's $5, totally helps. We had an issue the last 2 years prior to last year of not having enough turkeys. We had a refrigeration problem that we couldn't refrigerate the turkeys. We didn't have a place to do it. So we were depending on people bringing turkeys the same day as the event.
Which that's challenging because what if you don't have enough?
It was chaos.
Yeah.
It was chaos. And you couldn't figure out how many turkeys you were going to have for these families. So some families went home empty-handed without a turkey. Okay, so what we do now is we partnered up with Walmart off of Carl Boyer in Canyon Country, and they hold all the turkeys for us.
Perfect.
So we could come there with gift cards, cash, the day of the event, and they let us take all the turkeys at once, and they hold them for us. So that right now we're hoping to have at least 250 turkeys with them.
They're so great. We really appreciate them helping out in the community. I'm not sure if all the other stores are that involved with their community, but we have to give a huge shout out over there.
Huge shout out to them and huge shout out to Panthy. Panthy's the man over there. He's a general manager. He just always looks out for us. And, sometimes he's hitting me up. Hey, you guys need anything? What's going on?
Yeah.
I mean, who does that? You know how busy they are at those stores?
Very busy.
He takes the time out to really take care of his community. So huge shout out to Panthy over at Walmart in Canyon Country.
Yes, thank you so much, Panthy. We really appreciate you. And we have a few more comments on here. Jeanette said, no, not the Tesla. Oh, okay, good.
Thank the Lord.
But still, that's a horrible experience to get sideswiped at school. Tanya said, can't wait. This will be the first time going to your fall event. Is it really your first time? Well, because we haven't had one in so long.
Because we missed it.
I know, with COVID.
With COVID.
Yay, you're going to have a great time. It's going to be so much fun. And Julia, what's the day of the event? Julia, you RSVP'd yes.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? You didn't add it to your calendar?
She's
It's going to be on Sunday, and we can't wait to see you there.
Sunday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw you on there. So
it's Mike Lolio. How are you, brother?
Mike, we miss you.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. And huge shout out to the both of you. We hope all is well with you. Mike is one of our AEs over
At Quicken.
at Quicken. Yes. So he's great. We miss him. They changed our AEs, and then we've been crying ever since.
They change account executives on you all the time, but Mike is one of probably the only account executive that I've ever stayed in contact with after they change him.
I know. He's so great.
He's just a great person. And that guy has his hands full. Talk about having your hands full. He has triplets.
Oh my goodness. How do you do it? Wow. Bless your heart. And Julia, let me check. I think you did RSVP. I think I saw her name on there. Well, if you didn't, we'll let it slide. You could go on there or if you already made other plans, make sure you update your RSVP for us. Azalea, have fun at your fall festival. Thank you. Have a great time. Did you get an invite?
I am not sure. We have to go back and look at it.
Double check. Well, if you would like to be invited and you want to come, please send us a DM and we'll make sure we get that link out to you.
Yes, absolutely.
And then Julia said, yes, she'll be there. I'll be there. Okay, she's going to be there. Yay. All right, perfect. Julia is our title rep, and she's awesome. She really pulls through for our clients, especially when we're in binds. She always goes the extra mile. So we appreciate you. Thank you, Julia.
We do. And we appreciate our clients. That's why we do this event every single year. We try to do 2 events, one more for the parents or the adults, and then one for the families, right? It's kind of like a PG-13 event and a PG event or a G event, right?
More of a G event.
More of a G event. We've been blessed with our clients. I don't think any other real estate couple or team or company has the loyalty that we have from our clients, right? It's like a big community. We're family. We take care of each other. And what we'd ask you guys, if you want another way to get raffle tickets, or you just want to, continue to take care of us like you already do, we're going to be doing testimonials at the event. And it's another way to get a raffle ticket. So if you don't bring a donation, or if you do bring a donation, you want extra raffle tickets, go ahead and stop by, see our guy Robert over there, and drop in a testimonial. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. I think there'll be plenty of time for you guys to get those in. And the gifts are going to be amazing. So I can't wait to raffle them off and see you all there. I think you're all going to have a great time. So the kids are always asking, they go to jujitsu and they're always asking, how come you don't get an MVP, Dad? We really try hard and we get our MVPs. When are you going to get yours?
So I try to go. Our kids have been going, just for people that Santino's going to be 7. Nola just turned 5. They've both been going to jiu-jitsu, all at Checkmate Valencia, since they were 3 years old.
Yes.
Right? So they're pretty good. Not to toot their horns, but they're pretty good. They're dedicated. They never complain. They go. They love it. They have a good time.
Santino got MVP yesterday, too.
He was kicking butt. I get to watch him at home on the big screen.
Yeah.
But so in the car, they like to put all their MVP stickers on the inside of the car on the door. And if anybody's ever played Pop Warner football, high school football, remember when you used to get stickers on your helmets, and you'd have your whole helmet would have stickers on it from touchdowns or interceptions or sacks or whatever. So the kids have adopted this all on their own.
It's their shrine. It's their
shrine. And
award shrine.
They quietly compete with each other.
How many do you have over there, Santino?
Right. So then they ask me when I go, I try my best. Realistically, if I go 2 days a week, I'm super happy. And I try my best to go 3. And it's been really tough. It's been a journey because I'm older now. So you're cycling through injuries in jiu-jitsu. So I got here a little late today. And I told Corey, I tweaked my back today in jiu-jitsu, right? But the kids ask me every time I get home, did you get an MVP sticker today, Dad? Were you MVP today? And I said, no, baby, we don't do MVP there. But what did happen on Monday, and I wanted to share it on social media, but I didn't because I didn't want to steal shine from our daughter's birthday, from Nola's birthday. So I figured I'd post it today or tomorrow. I got my first stripe
Yay, congratulations.
Yeah, and you know what? I didn't think that it would mean much to me because I'm not big on accolades, but it meant a lot. It meant a lot because just the family that I've created or that I'm part of now at Checkmat, you really feel like it's a family there.
It is. They're great there. Everybody is always uplifting and watching out for each other. Everybody wants to see you do good, right? And that positive energy, I always thrive off that positive energy.
Absolutely.
I'm not the one fighting over there. I mean, I spend a lot of time with the kids there, but I always feel like I'm a part of the family, even when I'm not one of the ones rolling on the mats.
Well, you are. I mean, you go and you're hanging out with your sister Monica, right? You
That's
have
my
a good
homegirl.
you have a good old time, and you're always excited to see her. So it's really like a family. I feel like anything that we do nowadays, that's what we're looking for. And without even thinking about it, we're attracted to that family environment. That's kind of what we got our kids in. That's what we've created with our clientele and our community of friends, right? I love it. That's how life should be.
Absolutely. So Monica said, yay, congratulations. And Professor Lecca said, congratulations. We're very proud of you.
Thank you.
That means
Professor
a
Lecca.
lot coming from the GOAT.
The GOAT. So for those of you that don't know, Professor Lecca is like the Michael Jordan of women's jiu-jitsu and
That's
just a
amazing.
figurehead in jiu-jitsu, period. So look her up. If you want your kids to get into jiu-jitsu or you want to try it as an adult, to me, it's just the best place to go, hands down. Our kids have been doing it for over 3 years. Santino has, and Nola over 2. Never had a serious injury.
Yeah, they're great. Now you, on the other hand, it's because you're old and you have a broken body.
My chiropractor told me the other day, he goes, Chris, all the years that I've been a chiropractor, you have the tightest body I've ever seen. And he didn't mean it like
Like you're
I'm
fine?
chiseled. Yeah, no, he didn't mean it like I'm fine. He meant like if I move the wrong, I'm like an old rubber band, you know? I move the wrong way, I'm going to snap.
Oh,
Something's going to
man.
snap. So I tweaked my back today. So that's okay.
That's all right.
Just is what it is.
Now you're going to have to nurse it.
Yeah.
As long as I don't have to wipe your bottom, we're good. Chris, Corey, it's Art. Lecca is blushing over here.
She knows how great she is, and you're great too, Art. I love going there. Why do I take this abuse? I mean, I think I like abuse.
Well, apparently he does.
Yeah.
It's because I'm so sweet to him at home, he needs to be beat up somewhere. What is TMB? Do you know what TMB means?
I don't know what TMB is.
Professor Lecca, can you let us, or I'm sorry, Professor Art, can you let us know what TMB means?
We'll get back to that. I'm not sure what TMB is. For me, real estate, I'm like the mortgage broker. I don't think it's a mortgage broker.
They're silly.
So let's see here. We're gonna be taking a break soon. Oh, let's see what Jeanette said.
She said, need to check this place out. Luke needs to run this energy out after school. Oh,
Yes.
please take him there.
So take him there. Jeanette, when we get off the show, I'm going to text you the information to reach out to Professor Art directly. And you can set up a time to go there Tuesdays, Thursdays from 3:45 or 3:55.
3:45 to 4:45.
You'll love it. Luke will love it. They make it so fun. The kids don't even know they're learning jiu-jitsu.
No, it's so much fun.
They're being Superman and they're putting glue on their chest and they're riding a donkey and they have so many ways to make it fun for the kids. And then 3 years later, you're like, oh my God, my kid's amazing.
And what's really awesome too is they offer a bully camp too. I think they do it a couple times during the year to help kids when they're in school. And you know, every day or every class they teach them about like when they should and shouldn't use jiu-jitsu. But I love the bully camp because it helps them learn how to deal with certain aspects when you're dealing with bullies at school. So I love it. We love it there. So check them out for sure. And I would love to say hi to you while you're there and we can hang out. So Professor Art said it's too many birthdays.
I would have never guessed that.
I know. I think we're just old. We don't know these acronyms, maybe.
Yeah. They're hip. Their kids are a little bit older.
Too many birthdays. That's what it is. Anyways, so we're going to take a small little break and we'll look forward to seeing you all when we come back. Please don't leave because we're having lots of fun with you.
Welcome back, everyone. You're on R&R, Relationships and Real Estate. I'm your host, Chris Silva, and this is my beautiful wife, Corey Silva.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being patient with us while we took a little break. Chris and I are the owners of Silva Realty and Silva Lending, and we've been in the real estate industry for about 17 years, and we are back on our R&R podcast. So let's jump right back into it.
So I guess we're going to talk a little bit about real estate.
Why do you sound so disappointed?
I have so much fun, and then real estate's a lot of fun too. And actually, we have some exciting things to talk about today it's really going to help a lot of our buyers out there. Mm-hmm. Okay, so a lot of new loan programs are coming out. We're starting to see not exactly what we saw in 2005, 2006, but there's a new version of it, right? Mm-hmm. So some of the stuff we saw back then is 40-year loans are back.
Oh my goodness.
With a 10-year interest only. Oh. So what does that mean? Okay, because that's a lot of jargon. It means a lower payment. It means you're going to be able to qualify for more of a purchase price. Mm-hmm. So for just to give you an example, let's say somebody was qualified, because we have clients that were qualified up to an 865 purchase. Okay. Now they have raised, that's another thing they're doing. They're raising the limits, the county limits. So before you were capped out, if you wanted to borrow, let's say you wanted to get a loan with only 5% down, mm-hmm. you were capped out at about $822,000. That's going to be jumping up to about $930,000.
My goodness. I remember when it was capped at like $420.
Right? So if you couple that, the loan limit going up with a 40-year, 10-year interest only, people are going to be able to afford a $900,000 house. And instead of their payment being $5,000 or $5,500, it might be like $4,700.
Which, wow. I mean, the rents nowadays, comparatively speaking.
Somebody called me last night mm-hmm. and they want to rent their place out. And it's a 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom townhome in Canyon Country. And they're looking to get $3,000 a month.
Wow. So is that the price that they want for it? Because I do have someone who's interested.
That's the starter price. So there's options. They either want to lease it out fully furnished. Mm-hmm. That's one option. That's what they were kind of going for. But they can also make it vacant, and then they can lease it out, vacant, right? And they're flexible. They're okay with short-term leases, which I can't wait to talk to some agents that we know mm-hmm. because there's a lot of people that are looking for this short-term lease. And if it's already furnished, they could put their stuff in a pod,
yes,
right? Put it in storage, and then stay there for a couple months. Anyhow, I digress. I'm jumping the gun to something else, but all real estate related good stuff. The point is, rents are extremely high right now. Mm-hmm. And it's expensive to get into a place. Let's say you're renting a house out. Almost any house you're going to rent out that's 2,000 square feet, you're going to be paying $3,500 a month.
Right.
All right. So now you're looking at first month, last month security deposit, right? So you're at 7,000, maybe close to 10 grand. If you got pets, a little bit more.
Oh yeah. They need those deposits.
So if you're looking to buy an $800,000 property, you can get in with 5% down or 3.5% down. Mm-hmm. It's double your deposit.
But that's okay, because then you'll be paying toward a house that's your own.
And you'll have a tax write-off.
Yes.
And if people are working from home, you could have the at-home workspace that you're writing off as well.
Absolutely. So for anyone who's out there who's just tired of that rental market or tired of paying rent and want to start putting your money towards something that's your own and not paying for your landlord's vacation, start seriously considering maybe saving up a little bit of money. If you don't know where to start, you could always reach out to us and we can help you come up with a game plan, because believe it or not, it's a lot more attainable than most people think.
It is a lot more attainable than most people think, because now they've also lowered the FICO requirements.
Huge.
So for a jumbo loan before, anything above 822, now it's going to be 930. You needed to have a minimum FICO score of 700. Mm-hmm. They've dropped that to 660.
Wow.
They're really trying to open up the buyer pool here. So what that's going to do, it's going to push out this market that's continue to get appreciation over the years. It's going to stretch us out for at least another year. Mm-hmm. And that's my personal opinion. But, I've read different articles that say we're still going to have 15% more appreciation in current homes.
Wow.
Before the market starts to change. Mm-hmm. A lot of that's because there's no homes.
Right. There's still a shortage of housing.
There's still a shortage of housing. And then not just for purchases, for my VA clients out there, okay? You can get a cash out refinance up to 85% loan to value. So I'll explain that in a little bit. Over $1 million.
Wow.
You couldn't do that before. So I remember right when this pandemic hit, we have buyers that were looking about $1 million purchase. Nobody wanted to do their loan for like 2 months. Nobody wanted to do VA over $1 million for like 2 months. They were doing them, but the rates were like 5%. And they did that because they didn't want anybody submitting that loan.
Right.
But now things have changed. For a 30-year fixed $1.1 million loan, great credit though, 740 FICO plus, cash out. So when you take cash out of your house, the rates are a little bit higher than when you do a rate and term. We just locked in somebody today at 2.49%.
2.49?
Yes.
That is
cash
amazing.
out on $1 million loan. How amazing is that?
Wow. Do we need a refi again, I think? Take a look at the rates. For any of you who recently refied, like in the last 6 months or longer ago, the rates, wow, that's amazing.
The rates are still good. And there's the thing, don't always just chase rate because you got to look at benefits too. Do you want to pay off your house faster? Right now, for anybody that's thinking about selling or buying next year, if you're already thinking about it, which you should be thinking about your next year goals now. If you're already thinking about it, I've mentioned this before. I hate to keep beating the same drum. It's a good time to do renovations now. Enjoy them for the holidays. Enjoy them for 6 months, 9 months. But when you're going to sell a house, the kitchen, the master bathroom, bathrooms, and flooring go a long way when you're selling your house. You're going to get great return on your money and you get to enjoy it. So right now is a good time to take cash out, make the renovations, and get ready for next year.
And at least you can enjoy them before you decide to move or sell the house. So huge. I love these pieces of advice you're sharing. So networking groups. I know that you're always really busy with going to different networking events and meeting with other agents that are out there. Can you tell us what you experienced on your last networking event?
Yeah, so the last event, and let me just say, some of the agents out there are really outdoing themselves, right? I feel like every broker open that I go to, it's outdoing the last one.
Oh, okay. So let's hear.
So this last one was our friends Sherry and Zach, and they had sangria there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was like early in the morning, but hey, it's 4 o'clock somewhere, right? And
4 or 5? I thought it was 5.
4, whatever it is. So they had sangria there, and then they also had that new cookie place, the Crumble.
The Cookie Crumble. I don't know the name of it, but there's a lot of hype around this cookie place.
Right. So the great thing for this is the house that we're looking to sell off market that we're negotiating right now is in the same neighborhood as this property, this broker open that we went to. And it's a big deal because not a lot of homes sell in that neighborhood. It's a newer neighborhood built in 2012. So there's not a lot of sales there. So it's hard to get comparable sales. But that's another benefit of going to these broker opens. I get to get the insight of what they're listing at, what kind of activity they're getting, what kind of offers they're receiving. And then I get to share that with my clients. And this is something that, the agents that do a lot of business out here in Santa Clarita, we share this information with each other. It makes all of us better, and it helps us serve our clients better. And sure, everybody's competitive. Everybody wants to get, as many clients as they can. But we're at these places, it's like neutral ground, right? Like, and we truly look out for each other and give each other the information to help benefit our clients.
I mean, in real estate, it's not just about making the sale, right? It's about building relationships with not only your clients, but the agents. It's huge because when it comes time to close a sale, you want to be on, if you have a buyer who's looking for a particular house and that other agent has a listing coming up, like, how great is that you can work with someone who is going to get the job done? It's going to be a pleasure to work with them. So we love all the other agents that we get to network with. It's like a big family, just like with our clients. And so we appreciate everyone who's out here. And I'm so happy that you're able to partake in all the networking events because it helps our business grow. And I mean, why wouldn't you want to have a good working relationship with other people who are out there instead of making it so competitive and cutthroat?
Absolutely. In this particular group, again, it's top agents that sell a lot of property out here. It's like knives sharpening knives. We just make each other better. So I love participating in that. I love being part of that family. We have a good time together as well, but it's a great benefit for our clients.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for always making sure that we're on top of whatever's happening in the market. That means a lot to our clients. So, something that I got out of this past week is from our podcast. I'm sure one of our friends from high school reached out, and she was looking for a rental for her mom. And she's like, "Gosh, I just can't find anything." She's been looking everywhere to try to find a rental. And so, going along with these networking groups and just talking with other agents, I told her, we'll put the word out there and see if there's anything coming up. But she's just complaining about how expensive it is to rent.
So we have another client of ours that has reached out to me a couple times, and I reached back out to him and I let him know I'm going to look into it for him. But he's trying to get a hold of these rental companies out here. Not going to name any of them. And he can't get a hold of them to see the
Really?
the lease listing. Yeah, they're not calling him back, or he just can't secure an appointment.
Oh, that's so
And
frustrating.
He's asking me, can I help him secure an appointment? And I've tried, but it's just a different animal.
Yes.
They're not part of the MLS. They're not that type of agent. It's just a rental company.
It's like a leasing company where they like to just they like to actually get the tenant themselves instead of having to cooperate with another broker.
Right. Well, it allows them, I guess, to keep the price down because they don't have to pay a cooperating broker.
Yes.
Right. But so it's hard. If something's not on the MLS, it's really hard for us to find it for you. We could find it through our networking groups and see if anybody has a listing that's coming up, a lease listing. But it's not as easy for us, unfortunately. These companies don't work with us for our clients for rentals.
Yes.
But we do our best. We put
our we put the wants out there and see if anyone could help us meet that. But yeah, it is very challenging to find that place to rent now. But like I said earlier, try to save up a little bit of money. Maybe, you could be purchasing your first home with all these new loan programs coming out. So
right. And then just switching gear, because we do have the spooktacular decor here today. Halloween is right around the corner, the week after the fall festival. I'd like to hear what costumes people are going to be wearing this year. Do you think everybody's going to be doing that? What's the new show that's #1 on Netflix? We started to watch it. We watched like half an episode.
Oh, I forgot the name of it. See, because I started Squid Game.
Squid Game, maybe. I think that's probably going to be popular.
You think so? I don't know. I think we'll have to wait and see. Well, I know with our family, Pokemon's always popular. Santino's had his birthday Pokemon for like the last 3 years. So we're finally giving in to Pokemon this year for Halloween costumes.
It's so funny. So let me just tell you that the Halloween before Santino was born, Santino's birthday is November 27th. So it was like 2 weeks before Halloween, right? That's back when Orange is the New Black was super hot. Everybody was watching that show. And you were the inmate that was pregnant. And I was the police officer the prison guard that thought he got her pregnant.
Yes.
The guy with the funny mustache.
Mendez.
Officer Mendez. So we go from having those type of costumes to now it's all kid costumes, right? So like whatever the kids are doing, that's what we're doing. We're just part of their costume, basically.
Yeah, we just go along for the ride. We just want to fit in with them.
So last year was COVID. Did we do anything for Halloween last year? I can't remember.
Yeah, we did Muppet Babies.
Muppet Babies. Oh yeah, I was Kermit. I had that weird mask.
Yeah, you looked really creepy. I told him that mask does not look good. You're going to scare the kids. And he still wore it. And I'm like, everyone's like, what are you even supposed to be? He just looked really scary.
It was really creepy. And I wore that to jiu-jitsu because we had to wear masks. And I'd wear that creepy mask. And I think it freaked people out.
Oh, maybe you should wear it again. Then they will be a little bit easier on you when you're rolling.
No, I think
you won't get injured.
They'll probably try to kill me with that mask on. So we were that. We did Mary Poppins and
that was us but it wasn't. But that wasn't a family costume that time.
But now we're on that Disney kick, right? We're like on that PG kick, and now we're doing Pokemon. So Santino is going to be Score Bunny. Not everybody knows Pikachu,
Yeah.
right? So Nola's going to be Pikachu because that's her favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to be an Eevee.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be Ash Ketchum.
Yep.
But I'm going to be like Ash Ketchum, like, you know, after he's had a rough life. And he's got the goatee and it's all white and gray because he's had a lot of battles. And I think my shirt, so you ordered 2.
So does anybody have a husband that doesn't like to listen? Because this is Christopher. So I ordered him the costume at least a month ago. And when it came in, I said, okay, try the costume on. I want to make sure it fits you. Okay, I will. Every day. Actually, maybe every other day. Did you try your costume on? Finally, I gave up because he wasn't trying his costume on. So the day before we were supposed to go to an event with the costume, he decides to put it on. And he puts it on and his bansa is hanging out of the bottom of it. And he's like, what size did you order me? Like, it's my fault.
Yeah, it was like a little
him.
eye was peeking out, except it was my belly button.
Oh my gosh.
Out of the
I'm
bottom
like,
of my shirt.
This sounds like not my problem. This sounds like your problem because you've had plenty of time to try it on. And now you're waiting till
now. Who was that a large for? A child?
No, it wasn't. It was a large,
that was large
for an adult.
For a toddler.
And if you order anything on Amazon, all of y'all know you got to read the description about how things fit. So I told him, look, these are the sizes. What would you like me to get? And just order me large. I'm like, sure, you don't want extra large. Just get me a large. Okay. So there you go. Now he has his little schmedium that he can wear.
So she did get me another costume.
So luckily the event that we were supposed to go to got postponed until today. So I said, being the stellar wife that I am and always looking out for my amazing husband, I went ahead and ordered him another one, and it arrived yesterday. And I said, did you try it on yet? And he goes, oh yeah, I'm going to do that tonight. Do you know he has still not even tried it on?
I did not say that. I said, what's use to trying it on? Because that's what we got. So it's going to be on me anyway.
No, you did say you're going to try it on. You said that this morning. I said, did you try it on? You said,
I will
no.
try it on.
So no, he hasn't even taken it out of the box yet. I took it out for him. Okay. Hopefully it fits for him.
Professor
for his
Lecca,
sake.
she says she has one too. What do you have a Pokemon costume? What are we talking about here?
Yes.
I want to know.
Yes. And
What is Professor Lecca, Professor Art, and the boys going to be for Halloween? I want to know.
Oh, I'm curious to see. I know Professor Art will wear his pizza face this year for sure.
Oh, for the kids?
For the
I want to
kids.
know outside of the outside.
And
of
she
the
always
gym.
has a really cute wig that she wears. She's Supergirl every year.
Yeah, the pink hair.
Uh-huh. That'll be cool. Natalie did the hand to the face. I know, you're agreeing too.
It's Natalie. What do you got to tell her?
Is it? Congratulations. I'm like, wait, is it her birthday?
We
I
just
saw
saw the
your
announcement that you're having another baby.
Yay,
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Super happy for you.
Woohoo. Another little girl. It's going to be like you and your sister. That's so
They
great.
have a girl?
No, her sister, like her and her sister growing up, them two.
Oh.
So now Ava's going to have a little sister.
That's what I'm saying. Ava's going to have a sister.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't read that far.
Oh, you didn't?
Probably phone rang or something.
And then Natalie put laugh out loud. I'm assuming she's laughing about your schmedium top not fitting.
Maybe.
I don't know. Let's hope it works.
Yeah.
It's a secret she can't share yet. They said about her costume. Oh, man.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Pictures. We need pictures.
Yes. Excited.
And then we get to see pretty much everybody that was on today. We get to see them this Sunday at the Fall Festival.
I know. I'm really excited to finally be in person and spend a lot of time with our friends and family.
Is there any secrets of the Fall Festival that you want to release now, or do you just want everybody to be surprised when they get there?
Well, I already put it on the invitation.
Which was?
Well, there's going to be lots of fun things. Like there's going to be an obstacle course type of jumper where the kids get to go through go through all these different parts on the jumper, not just your typical jump up and down. And then there's going to be the Habit. We'll have food for everybody from the Habit and refreshments. And then we're going to have a potion making station.
Potion making
So
station.
it's going to be nice and themed and spooky for the kids. And then there's going to be pumpkins for the kids to take home. And we're going to have the Sanderson sisters there.
Who's that?
Come on. Okay, so they're the witches from Hocus Pocus. They'll be there in full attire and in character. So I'm really excited to see how they show up for us. And then we're going to have a magician who's going to be going around and talking with everybody and showing tricks and then doing a huge trick at the end of the event. And we're going to have some music. Jamal is going to DJ for us. So we'll see Jamal there. And a churro guy is going to be there making fresh churros with ice cream on the spot and yummy toppings. And what else?
So I know we're in Santa Clarita, but if anybody grew up in San Fernando Valley, Jamal DJ'd for K-Day for like 10 years.
Yeah.
K-Day is pretty much what I listen to.
Okay.
Out there. I just want to throw that out there because we got nothing but the best at the event.
It's going to be so much fun. So we can't wait to see you all there. So Natalie said, thank you guys so much. Another girl. Yay, another girl. And then she said, yes, Laugh Out Loud was for the schmedium.
Yeah, I got a lot of big friends. So there's a lot of people that wear schmedium in my group.
Dang, why are you putting your friends on blast like that?
They know they're big. They've been big the whole life.
Oh my gosh. But you don't have to say they wear shirts that are too small for them.
Some of them do. Especially Chris Mercado.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Because his muscles are bulging out. That's what you always say.
He always has a small shirt on.
Chris, for those of you who don't know Chris and his friends, all they do is make fun of each other when they get together. Like that's their idea of friendship, is just to bag on each other all day.
The funny thing is this guy that I'm talking about, I've known him since junior high. He's fit, right? He's fit, he's buff, and he gets made fun of for being too fit.
That's because everybody else got their insecurities. They just probably want to be like him. Some more comments. Julia said, so exciting. Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun, and it will be amazing. And then Tanya said, oh my God, who exciting? Oh, how exciting. Yeah. So she's excited too. Oh, and I forgot to mention the raffles. I did a little mixture there of the words. So we're going to have 12 different raffles, and they're going to range anywhere from, should I tell what they are?
No, we'll have it there. We decided to do more raffle prizes since we have so many people coming to make it fun. So we have more winners.
Yeah. Oh, there's going to also be a sack race too. So make sure you guys are all stretched out and ready to go, because we're going to be giving away gift cards for the winners.
So if we have some for the kids, we got to have some for the adults too, because we got to see some people go.
I know. I think those gift cards are for the adults. Nice. We're going to see the adults do it. So it should be a lot of fun.
I'm definitely not doing it.
And there's going to be lots of lawn games out there too. I think we're going to have like the life-size checkers and then the Jenga and cornhole. So it'll be a lot of fun. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we're going to have a photo booth there too with Oh Snaptastic.
Oh, nice.
So Monica and Shell will be there. They're amazing. So if anybody needs a photo booth for their parties, you'll have to stop by and say hello to them. They're awesome. And so we're going to have a lot of fun. It looks like we had one more comment. Natalie said, you guys are amazing. Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
It's all her. All her.
Thank you. Oh, and Julia said, best event in SCV. We hope so. It should be a lot of fun. It's hard to compete with some of these other big Halloween parties that are coming up, but
I mean,
this will be a lot
though.
of fun. It's a lot different.
Ours is geared towards the families, right?
Yeah.
So it's a different type of party. We don't do the adult themed Halloween party.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, it should be a lot of fun.
You know what we should try to do is we should start thinking after this event. We should start thinking about our next one, and maybe do one earlier next year.
For the fall, but it's a fall festival. So how do you do it earlier?
Next year for the next event. Mm-hmm. We had our brewery Draconum, right? It was summertime. Then we had our fall festival.
Oh yeah, we'll have another event
something in the spring.
Spring, summer, we'll have something.
We haven't done a spring event yet.
Have we?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. We'll start planning for it.
Yeah,
and definitely the fall festival will always be in fall, but we will have probably something that's a little bit earlier in the year, so they're not so close together. So anyways, the time is starting to tick away, and I am going to have to pick up the kids here shortly. For those of you who RSVP'd, we can't wait to see you all at the fall festival. It's been so long, and I'm sure it's all going to be worth the wait.
So it doesn't stop here, right? So we've been going since early this morning, like 6 o'clock. I don't know. You wake up, start making the food, shower, all that stuff, get ready. I'd like to push it, and my goal is to get to jiu-jitsu on Wednesdays. It's my favorite day. It's no gi on Wednesdays. But then I'm rushing to get over here, shower, get here on time. So then we're going to take a quick 5 minutes. She gets a break while she's driving to the school. That's your break, is the drive to the school. Now we're picking up the kids. And we're doing a little video today if weather permits, which I think it looks beautiful, so we should be good.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
We're going to do a little Halloween video, which I totally miss these videos. So we used to
Yes.
always do these Halloween or Easter or Christmas or Thanksgiving videos with the kids. And it's so fun to go back and see how they've grown up. So we're doing a Halloween video today.
Pumpkin patch. It should be a lot of fun. The kids are super excited. So hopefully the costumes uphold all the dirt and everything. And then, well, they got to be around for Halloween. Are they going to be some dirty little kids?
They might be dirty. It's okay. It's at night. Nobody will see.
No one will see. It'll be dark. So that should be a lot of fun at the pumpkin patch today.
Well, thank you everybody that joined us. We love the engagement. That's a lot. It's a lot of fun when we're going back and forth with you guys. So remember, every Wednesday, 12 o'clock, Facebook Live is where you could find us. Join us next Wednesday. Interact with us. We're going to be sharing all the fun stuff that happened, this next week. And I'm sure a lot of it's going to be the fall festival and then some big birthdays.
And all the birthdays. So it should be a lot of fun.
And you know what? So what's the date today?
20th.
20th. So my youngest brother turns 30 on the 26th. So I might have a beer with him. Since he's working that day, I might have a beer live on the set with him.
Oh, well, that should be fun.
I don't think he could actually post it because he's officially working. Maybe I'll have two. I'll have one for him and one for me.
Okay, do what you got to do.
All right. So I think that's it. We got to get going. Got to pick up these babies.
Yep.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us on Relationships in Real Estate, R&R with Corey and Chris. We look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.